Still, user experience is not so good if you are using web stuff on iPad. And we have plans to release native application in 2 months from now.
Okay.
iPad is our kind of primary target.
Anatoly, where are you from?
I am from Russia.
Oh, you hardly have an accent. I'm wondering what user growth is going to look like. Will it be a viral approach or sponsored deployments?
I think that it will be viral approach because there are no meetings with single attendee. And in order to basically create meeting, you should invite your people. Currently, Server is integrated with Google Apps. And we have unified login with Google. And basically, this service using is Google Contacts. And you can invite anybody from your contact address book to the meeting, and they're receiving mail notification, and they're just getting into the system. We have a currently statistic that every user inviting another 3 or 4 users.
Okay. And have you thought about an adoption playbook? I mean, what's going to keep people using this YAM product?
First of all, I think that we should keep it as simple as a paper notepad, as a sheet of paper. Otherwise, people will just continue to be in the same technology basket. They will continue to use email and paper to handle their meeting minutes. Then, if you are just putting your valuable information into a meeting, you cannot just leave the system because you have your valuable business content inside of the system. Somehow, you should continue work or continue access to have access to the system.
Can you talk a bit more about what's included in those advanced features that you mentioned?
Currently, we have brainstorming with rating of ideas. You can rate ideas, and instead of just infinitive discussion, what ideas are good, what bad. We have SWOT analysis. We have pro-con analysis. We have priorities analysis instead of just, if you want to discuss importance and urgency of tasks with your team, it sometimes is getting you in trouble because people just, who is louder, that person is right. Here you're using kind of 2-axis whiteboard. You can just pin your task and move instead of just numerous discussion. It doesn't replace voice communication, of course. It helps you to structure and add visuality to your voice communication. Basically, it's making meetings shorter and more efficient. And plus, we have cost-benefit, product analysis, whiteboard. We have documents authoring, commenting when you're just preloading document. And sometimes you are sitting on the meeting, you need to discuss contract. You're just commenting on the top of the document, and all such comments will be saved. Or every comment can be converted to action item, and then you will take action item and later.
You mentioned a couple of interesting applications. Is there an opportunity to leverage a community of developers to build some of those templates themselves?
Later. It's not a kind of, because we are a very small company, and we would like to be focused on user experience initially, and be 100% sure that we are absolutely okay with people who are just landing to our application and inviting to other people. If we will solve first user experience issue, and we will understand how virality will work in our application, then we will think about API and other stuff.
You had a couple of interesting logos up on one of the slides indicating some of the early adopters of your solution. First of all, how did they find you? And then secondly, how are they using your service?
Talking about the usage of solution, always there is a person who would like to make minutes better. This person is just logging to our application, playing this application, inviting friends. Usually this person is a manager, not a just employee. Maybe a middle manager or top manager, and then he's introducing this culture. The interesting effect of this system, that there are a lot of articles about how to run meetings better, but it's just paper articles. You cannot just pass and force people to follow advices what are in such advices. But what you can do, if you are starting to use this application, other people will start to use this application as well. And you're basically, through the application, you are passing your meeting culture. If you are a great manager, you're very well organized, if you are coming to meetings very well prepared, you can, using this application, can pass culture. And we have noticed that top managers of some companies who are just users, usually it's small companies, they are just forcing people to use this application because they are just seek to spend their time on meetings which are not effective, not prepared, gone without any result.
So it basically imposes a discipline on the process.
Yeah, you know, it's not a discipline, it's a kind of do like I. It's just, I am doing great stuff and I have a good results. If you will use the same approach, you will achieve the same results as well. It's a kind of teaching by example.
Good. Other questions, guys?
Yeah, it strikes me that, I mean, in this space in general, there's so much disruption going on between, I think, really sort of entrenched ways of doing things, and a lot of it does suck, as you say, right? I mean, it's gotten to where meeting experience is pretty bad, but there's a lot of kind of new thinking, disrupting in it. I'm curious, do you think ultimately this is going to be just a real different way to work, or are you going to attach yourself to something that people are already doing and kind of go to market riding on that?
Interesting question. I think that if you just surf internet, you can find a lot of articles about that meetings are sucks, email sucks, just replace on something new. But people are people. It's very difficult to change people's habits. From other point, being a manager in the past of small company and large company and having 1,000 employees under me, I understand that there are no any replacement to meetings. You should meet people. It doesn't matter how. Face-to-face, virtually, you should meet people. Otherwise, you cannot move business forward. Of course, there are a lot of applications, and for example, 27 Signals, they are telling, guys, please stop meetings. You can do everything in our application. I don't believe it. People should meet. If people should meet, we should provide to this flow and to this lifestyle, business style, we should provide some kind of functionality which help them to make such flow more effective and more productive. We are not trying just tell people meetings sucks, just use our application because we are replacing meetings. I don't believe meetings are irreplaceable stuff. And it happens, it will happen, and the number of meetings is just growing every day because speed of business is growing and number of meetings will grow.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.